So good morning. Building on from the 7 deadly sins and leadership, well, I used 8 because I put hubris in there where we started. Now I want to go towards spiritual principles, and I've asked ChatGPT to create a series of posts based on spiritual principles in leadership. And so this is what the list has come up with. So spiritual principles in leadership: humility in leadership, integrity and authenticity, patience in decision making, compassion for teams, service-orientated leadership, faith in the process, gratitude and recognition, forgiveness in leadership, honesty and transparency, empathy and active listening. So let's start with the first one. Humility in leadership. Okay. Humility is not about thinking less of yourself. It's about thinking of yourself less. Okay, that's quite interesting. It's not about thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less. So ego. Oh, I can get caught up in that one. Let's change the world. Let's go. Let's go off. Anyway, in leadership, humility is often overlooked, yet is the foundation of trust and collaboration. A humble leader does not shy away from admitting mistakes or acknowledging when someone else has a better idea. I think I can do that. They create an environment where every team member feels valued and empowered to contribute. Leaders who embrace humility make room for others to grow, fostering innovation, allowing their teams to thrive. By putting the organization and people ahead of personal ego, humble leaders with a strength, grace, and authenticity. Next post. Integrity and authenticity. Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Authentic leadership is rooted in integrity. Leaders who are true to their values create a culture of honesty and transparency. When a leader's actions align with their words, they earn the trust of their teams. In moments of difficulty, leaders who act with integrity show their team that it's possible to navigate challenges without compromise. Seeing principles, authentic leaders don't wear masks. They stand firmly in their truth, and their teams follow them not out of fear but out of respect. Honesty is a hard one at times, because sometimes you need to be honest with yourself in your private life. Then you need to be honest in your personal life with those people that you're engaging with. And then you need to be honest in your public life. And sometimes your public life isn't ready for the honesty that's happening in your personal and private life. And sometimes it's nobody's business as well. Patience and decision making. Patience is not the ability to wait, but how you act while waiting. Ooh, okay. The pressure to act quickly can cloud judgment in leadership. However, leaders who cultivate patience take the time to gather the right information, consult with their teams, and carefully consider the consequences of their decisions. Patience allows space for clarity, reducing the chances of making hasty decisions that could have negative long-term impacts. By exercising patience, leaders demonstrate a level of self-control that inspires confidence in their ability to lead, especially in challenging times. So I'm quite an impatient person. I can be quite impulsive, and I've also stuck around for the long run, and just stuck to my guns and my beliefs. Compassion for teams. Compassion is understanding the struggles of others and helping them overcome those challenges. A compassionate leader sees beyond the role or title and understands the human behind the position. They recognize that people are more productive and loyal when they feel cared for. Compassionate leaders listen deeply, offer support, and create an environment where empathy thrives. Teams led by compassionate leaders feel more secure, more committed, and more willing to go the extra mile when needed. Service-orientated leadership. True leadership is about serving others, not being served. Service-orientated leadership places the well-being of the team, customers, and community at the heart of every decision. Once I was working with a CEO from a bank, and he said to me, "David, sometimes it's my job to protect the public from the bank," which I always found very fascinating, because a lot of the people working within the bank are driven by their own personal desires, so wealth, recognition, bonuses, things like that, and that internal pressure of the organization can drive a behavior that can sometimes impact the public. And I think we can see a lot of that in our world. Where was I? By focusing these, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I lost myself there. Faith in the process. Faith is not about having control. It's about trusting that things will work out as they should. Leadership often involves navigating uncertainty. A leader with faith in the process doesn't try to micromanage every detail, but trusts that the right intention and efforts, things will align. This principle encourages a balanced approach to leadership where control is not forced but guided. Leaders who practice faith in their teams allow creativity to flourish and foster a culture of innovation and risk-taking. Yeah, we need to take risks at times to grow. Gratitude and recognition. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Gratitude in leadership transforms the atmosphere of a workplace. Leaders who consistently express appreciation for their team's efforts create an environment where people feel seen and valued. Recognition doesn't have to be grand. It can be as simple as acknowledging someone's hard work in a meeting. A grateful leader inspires positivity, motivates performance, and builds a culture where people are proud to contribute their best. Number 8, forgiveness and leadership. Forgiveness is the act of letting go of the past so we can move forward with clarity and purpose. Holding on to grudges or dwelling on past mistakes stifles growth. Leaderships who practice forgiveness, both towards themselves and others, clear the path for new opportunities and ideas. The principle fosters a culture of learning and resilience, where mistakes are seen as stepping stones but not failures. By modeling forgiveness, leaders inspire their teams to take risks and learn from setbacks rather than fear them. The series of posts highlight the profound impact spiritual principles can have in leadership, not just professional success, but building meaningful, sustainable relationships with teams and organizations, and I would say the planet. So let's see how this turns out. Thanks for watching.